Hi, welcome back to the Homestead. This is Lori and this is Ridgehaven Homestead Off-Grid Living. Have you seen those Dollar Tree hacks where they will make a Lazy Susan out of items that they have scored entirely from the Dollar Tree? Well, I was watching and I became so intrigued by that process. And so I have been actually getting into Lazy Susans for some reason around the homestead as we have been settling into our new cabin. And I wanted to show you a couple of ways that I have made the Dollar Tree Lazy Susan hack and what that looks like in our house. Come along. The idea is so simple. You just get 2 cake pans, not pie pans, from the Dollar Tree, and these are $1.25 now. The Dollar Tree, you know, has gone up. So you get 2 of those, and good luck finding those. I had to go to several different dollar stores before I found them, but at long last I did. So 2 of those, and the only other thing you're gonna need is a bag or a bag and a half of marbles. Now they sell the marbles at the Dollar Tree. They have them in different colors, and they come in a little bag in the florist department. I found that a bag and a half is about the best fit, and I just want to caution you one thing. When you go looking for the marbles, just don't look at the colors, look at the size. You want to have uniform marbles, like these are all the same size, and that's what you're gonna want for your Lazy Susan. If you have different sizes, it's gonna be all wonky and it's gonna be like you don't even have the small ones. So make sure they're all the same size. It doesn't matter the color because nobody's gonna see these. I didn't realize the first time that I got some that were a different size. And so there is a blue, and there's a packet that comes that looks like this. It will be all pretty colors, blues and greens and clears mixed. And that's fine if they're all the same size. If they're not the same size, put that one back, get the clear ones, get the blue ones, whatever they happen to have. Once you have your marbles sorted to all the same size, get this, watch carefully, super complicated. Okay, that's all there is to it. Put the other one on top of it, and you have a handy dandy Lazy Susan. Now, what can you use these Lazy Susans for? So many things. The imagination can go wild thinking about how you can use your Lazy Susan. And I will tell you, once I saw this idea, my imagination did start to go wild, and I was like, what could I possibly use a Lazy Susan like this for? There must be some reason. So, things in the bathroom, spices, things in your cabinet, things on your bedside table, on your table, lots of different ways to use this. I'll show you what I did in our cabin. The first place I used this size of Lazy Susan was in our bathroom. And I just put it on here. Let's show you how we give that a spin. It does very nicely. And so I just filled it with mason jars full of our toiletry supplies, and that is what works for us. And then when we want something, all we have to do is give it a little spin. It really, really does flow pretty easily. And so this size works very well here. And the sides being straight, you can fit a lot of things in there. If you used a pie pan, it has slanted sides. It just doesn't hold as much. It's not as practical. I wanted to use the silver cake pan in my spice cabinet, and I got a couple thinking that that is what I would do. When I put the spices on them, it didn't turn out to be as practical as I wanted, so I ended up putting my spices on risers, but all is not lost. I found something else at the Dollar Tree where I made another Lazy Susan, and let me show you that one. Okay, the Lazy Susan that I made from the Dollar Tree items, the next one, I did not use the cake pan. I used the clear trays, and this is how they look in my cabinet. They work great for condiments. I have two. Let me show you. These clear trays that are meant to be covers for, I think, for microwaving food work really great in the cabinet. They are a lot wider than the cake pan and they store a lot more things. Here's the side-by-side size comparison. Okay, you see the cake pan is 8 inches and this other one is about 10 inches, so it holds significantly more. This has a little handle here. It's supposed to be like a lid for microwaving things. All you have to do is take off that sticker if you don't want it there, and then put a few more marbles. I found that the cake pan took about a bag-ish, somewhere in there. This one took between a bag and a half and 2, just depending on how you want it to spin. But it's very simple, and I really do like this clear one because it has sides that are about 1.5 inches or 2 inches, and so it can hold my mason jars really nicely, and peanut butter jars, and nothing goes flying out. I can give it a good spin in my cabinet, and it's really, really handy. I have one for condiments and one for, well, different kind of condiments. That was pretty simple, wasn't it? So sometimes it's the simple things that are so useful, and I found that this is useful all the way around the house. I'm kind of keeping my eyes open so I can look for other places to put them. It's kind of crazy, but sometimes you get a fun idea. It's so easy. You're like, let me replicate this as many times as I can. So Lazy Susans are a lot of fun. There's lots of ways you can incorporate them. Let me know what you use your Lazy Susan for, and let me know if you make a Dollar Tree Lazy Susan hack from cake pans or those other plastic things. Thanks for watching. I hope you were at least entertained because this was a lot of fun.